All right, good morning. So it has been brought to my attention yesterday that when we make comments, Mrs. Bergwell or I make comments on your work, you don't know how to see those, or some of you can't see that. I didn't realize your screen, of course, doesn't look the same as my teacher screen, and it doesn't just pop up as soon as it opens. So I wanted to go through them with you real quick so that you would know what we're referring to if we have made comments. So if you're unsure about your grade or you don't like your grade that you got, we have highlighted and put some notes on whatever document, picture, PDF, whatever that you submitted, to let you know what was wrong with it, or what you could fix, or what you could improve on, or if you made any mistakes. So let me share my screen with you so I can show you what it looks like and how you get to that. So this is my student account. So remember, when we did one of these tutorials before, I told you that I have this FG student at ndastudent.org, fourth grade student account, so that I can see what you guys see and I can kind of help you with problems that you're having. And if I'm in my classroom here, these are all the classes, and I have submitted an assignment to PYP. So when I get to the stream, if I click up here to classwork, it gives me all the things that I have to do today and this week. And I know that I turned this in, but I got a little notification that it got turned back into me. And there was a private comment made by Mrs. Bergwell or Mrs. Militello to tell me that, see if I could fix something and then turn it back in. So when I click here and I go to the assignment, it has my work up here. And again, this turn in button is orange and ready for me to click it again, which means that I have that assignment back in my possession. It still says it's missing, so that means it was not graded the way I wanted it to be, because I turned it in. I thought I was done with it. So if I click here on my work, then it comes up in the screen. Since this was a PDF, it immediately comes up with some yellow things highlighted. That tells me that there were comments made on that document. So if it's a PDF, it's going to come up this way. Over here on the screen, you see these three little dots. Those are more actions that I could take. This is to print it. I don't want to do that, but I can do some other things with it. And one of them is open it in a new window. If I click that open in a new window, then it comes up in a new window, comes up on a new screen. And when it comes up on a new screen, if I'm patient, there it goes. The highlighted parts will still be here, but over here you see some words here of what I commented on, what I highlighted here, and then I made a note over here. So it's like me when you turn in papers at school and I make notes about things that were wrong, or could, you need to explain this better. This isn't a full sentence. This needed a capital letter. This needed an end mark, those kind of things. So I wrote here, this isn't enough detail, okay? Down here, if I scroll, I have to go over here to scroll. The next comment tells me that, well, you missed these three, please do them. Or down here, that how did it help them? So I'm asking a question that I want you to answer in your writing down here. Okay, so that's one way that it might come up. So if I close that out, I could resolve those comments and fix those things and resubmit it, and then my grade would improve based on what I did and how well I did on it. If there's still something else that Mrs. Bergwell or I want you to do, we'll give it back to you again, either with a 0 to let you know that it wasn't the way we wanted it to be, or a low grade, or no grade at all. And then if it has 100, of course, you're good to go. Okay, don't worry about resubmitting it. So let me go back, because there was another assignment that I submitted as a student to show you another way that it might look, depending on what kind of document you submitted. So in this PYP tic-tac-toe, I also took a picture of something and then submitted it for my work. So if I click on this picture, for some reason, it comes up, couldn't preview the file. I don't know if yours has that same problem, but if it does, don't worry about that because you want to see the comments that might have been made on it anyway. So if you go over here and you open it in a new window, it comes up with the picture and the comments on it. And really the only difference between this that you might see in a PDF that I would make comments or Mrs. Bergwell would make comments on is this one just has a box around the part that I made a comment on. Okay, video. What video am I talking about? I'm talking about this video because this is my to-do list for today. On this, there's a box down here, and then there's another comment about here. List out your resources, okay? So I can go back as a student, close that up, go back over here, and I can fix whatever I need to fix on my document, take a new picture of it, because in a picture you can't erase things and change things, and then take a new picture of it and submit that picture, and I could just X and get rid of this image and put the new one, add the new one, okay? However I have it saved, all right, in a file on my drive, wherever that picture happens to be, and then turn it in again, and then I'm done, okay? So I think that goes over what you need to know in order to see the comments. So if we make any notes about the fact that you need to fix something or you see that your grade is not what you want it to be, take a look at your document in that way, look at it in a new window and see if there's something that you could easily fix. Usually these things are, quick fixes. If it was one of those things where it was right or wrong, like the vocabulary roots yesterday, then your grade is your grade, just like if you turned it in at school. If you have any questions, again, post, submit, ask, and I'll be happy to try and answer them for you. Okay? Hopefully that helped you out. Bye.